Hey everybody, this is Melissa. I'm the owner of VIXXGifs.blogspot.com, and I'm here to show you how I create my VIXX GIFs and videos. So it's really simple. What you need, the only program that you need is the Adobe Photoshop CC 2015. Earlier versions can do it as well, however, this is the most updated version, and it is the best. So as of this video, Adobe Photoshop CC 2015 is really nice. So I'm just going to close that welcome screen. If you don't know anything about Photoshop, this is going to be kind of a rundown. Not too in-depth, it's really nothing too complicated. Now, the first thing you'll notice is I've got all these panels and stuff down here and around. Now, this I've all set up myself. Now, a quick way to get a very similar setup to mine, not exact but similar, you go to this little drop-down menu on the top right, and you go to Motion. Now, this will give you the Layers panel down here, which is what I had popped out of here, and down here the Timeline. So these are the two essential ones for creating GIFs. It's the layers and the timeline. I'll go back to mine. This is one. Okay. So now that you have everything set up, what you want to do is you want to import a video. So what you want to do is you want to go to File and Open after you've downloaded your video wherever you have it at, and it's an MP4. And then open that. The first thing after I import the video, well, after I open the video, very important, is to put a watermark, some type of marking over this, so people know that it's yours, a branding. And the quick and easy way to do that is you come over here to your Layers panel, and you click the little notepad here, which is Add a New Layer. So now it creates the layer 2, but it creates layer 2 inside of the video group 1. We don't want it there because anything you do to the video group will do to this as well. And we don't want that. We want this to be independent. So what you're going to do is you're going to click over that layer and you're going to drag it up. Now you'll see a box, and then if you keep going, now you see a little line, and you're going to drop it there. That will pull it out of the group and over everything so it's separate. Now what I do for my watermarks is just text. I like using American Typewriter Bold, 50-point font, and I usually keep it in the bottom right corner. So type it in here, and I type in my URL. Now it went a little bit over, so I'm just going to switch it in there. Keep it in the lower right corner. Alright, so now there it is, but you can't see it because I need to add some decorations to it so that it will show up pretty much anywhere. So what I do is the features I use for mine, you go to this little FX, which is the effects or layer styles, click layer style, and I use a pillow emboss first. So you open emboss, and then the top style one, you choose pillow emboss. And I don't choose any other, I don't change any of these options. I use the standard pillow emboss, which is fine with me. Alright, then I go over here and I add a stroke. And I usually always use a 6-point outside 100% opacity white stroke, which will give us a nice thick line around everything. And then hit OK. Now we can read it. There we go, vixxmen.blogspot.com. Alright, one other important thing is after you have it in place and you have it designed the way you want, what you want to do is lock the layer. So you have the layer selected, make sure that it's like highlighted blue like this, and then lock the layer. Now that's locked. Now if you come over to the history panel here, it says lock layer. This is what I like to use to come back. So after I've done all the editing and I save one GIF, I can hit undo at this lock layer and I can redo an entirely new GIF without having to redo this watermark over and over again. It makes it really quick and simple. Now I've made GIFs for most of the beginning of the video, so I'm going to be choosing more towards the end of the video now. Now this little blue arrow kind of deal here with the red line straight below it. If you click, hold, and drag that, you're going to go through the video. This is what we call scrubbing through the video. So you scrub through the video and you find the part that you want to either shorten the video to, create a GIF about it, whatever the case may be. To find the part, you can just skip right through all of that. So, I know I did all the beginning. I haven't done any of the ends for the GIFs. So, you want to kind of choose like a really good part. So now if you get to like the part that you think you want to be at, if you hit spacebar, it will play, and spacebar will pause it. You can also come down here and you'll see these little mountains. You'll see a little mountain and a big mountain. You take that little triangle between them, click, hold, and drag it, it will zoom you in. So you can see frame by frame by frame, so you know you're exactly where you want to be. And then you're good. So let's say this is where I want to do this scene here. So you see how it skips right there? So this is a new scene. So what I want to do, I want to click my blue video layer. This is the video layer here. It says Video Group 1, and it comes all the way down to here. So now I want to find the frame that's the new scene. Not the old scene, just the new scene. And then you click the little scissors over here, which will split that layer. So now that's where it's going to end, is in this scene, and they won't see that. So then I go backwards to the beginning of that little airplane sequence they got going. I think it's so cute. Alright, now we see how it, again, it switches. So you find the frame with the new scene, make sure the video group's selected, with the scissors, and there we go. Now we've got our section. Quick thing to do, you click the section before the section that you don't want, and then just hit the delete key or the backspace key. Now it's disappeared when we got this end section. This is actually the back end of the video if we move the little scrub around. So we can do the same thing, click once, make sure that this is the only thing that's selected, hit the backspace or the delete key, and it's gone. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Now you see our video turned into this little itty bitty square. Little tiny thing. Now, this purple layer up here, this was that watermark that I had made. It automatically makes it about 5 seconds long. So you can take this and actually shorten it. You want to shorten it up to the video layer that we just cut. So you hold over your mouse till it comes a bracket with double arrows. Click, hold, and drag it back, and you'll see it snap. See that little snap that it does there? When it snaps, you let go. Now, both are the same size. And if you hit the space key, it will play right through, showing you the entire GIF. And that's actually a pretty good GIF. I like that scene a lot. And I'll just keep going. Alright, that's that. That is GIF number 1. Now, everything's done. You can add more writing up here if you'd like, that type of thing. You can have the writing come in at different times, all that sorts of stuff. That's all more fancy. Now, I can get into that if you guys want, but this is just basic, and you're done. Now, the important part here is the saving. In Photoshop CC, it's different from earlier versions of Photoshop with the save. So normally you would go to File, and then there would be a link in here that said Save for Web. And you would click Save for Web, and you could save it as a GIF. Unfortunately, they don't have that option readily available. It is here, but I just want to show you what would happen if you do Save As. So if you did a Save As, and you went to GIF, we're going to save this right onto my desktop just to see. Save it. It's got everything that we want it to, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Hopefully, go to my desktop. And now you see the GIF is not doing anything. It would be moving, and the color is horrible. This is not what we want. Not at all what we want. So what you want to actually do is you want to go to File, Export. Down here we have Save for Web, Legacy, because this is from the old versions of Photoshop. Thank God. They need to keep that there. So now, sometimes it takes a little while. Just let it take its time. Alright, here we go. Now, it's not playing, but if you come down here, you actually have little play icons and move icons. You can actually have it play so you can see it and make sure that, yep, it's all there, yep, it all looks good. But what I like to do, everything I believe is normal. I'm not sure if I've changed anything. It's all just kind of always been this way for me. So you just want to double check and make sure your settings are the same as mine. All the colors are in here, that's good, because I've already got it set to RGB color for the web. Now we've got down here, the image size was the original video, which is 1280 by 720, which is a normal size video. But GIFs, we don't normally want them that big, unless you really like it. But what I like to do is I like to come over here to the percent and just type in 50%, and then that will reduce the size of the GIF to 50% of the video. Voila, see? Now another thing is down here, the looping options. You want to make sure it's set to forever so that it's a GIF that will constantly play and it won't stop. Alright, now here's another mistake I sometimes make. I'll usually click done. You don't want to click done. What you want to do is you want to click save. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to save this as, I'm just going to save it as VIXX GIF. Alright. VIXX GIF, which is right there. So now you see it moves, it's functioning, it's all good. Perfect. As opposed to that. We don't want that. We want that. So you can see this is how you need to save it. It's very annoying, but that is the case. And that's kind of it. That's basically how you make a GIF in Photoshop CC. Specifically, these are for my VIXX mems, but I'm sure a lot of people will probably find this helpful, how to make GIFs in general. So hope you enjoyed it. If you want any more, make sure you subscribe. Watch out for any videos I got coming. If you want to know how to do any other details on GIFs and memes and whatnot, let me know. Give me a shout out in the comments below. Thumbs up any comments you like so that I see them. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much for watching.
라비야.